What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. Bitcoin, we're going to take a look at the chart. We're going to take a look at some info from my main man, HODL15 Capital. I like looking at the stuff that he puts together regarding the data of ETFs. So we're going to take a look at that. You see some green that shows strength. We're going to take a look at obviously what happened to KuCoin yesterday. They got indicted, basically, right? Indicted by the Department of Justice. All right, and I'm gonna say this right now: in a bull market, bad news won't bring the price down, won't bring the prices down. In a bear market, good news won't bring the prices up. Keep that in mind while you assess whether we are in a bull market or not, or what type of market we're in right now. We are definitely in a bull market. In any other time, that KuCoin news would have caused the price of Bitcoin to drop really hard. Although there was a short-term drop, my portfolio is actually new all-time highs right now. All right, so we're going to take a look at that as well. My top 10 has changed. We'll take a look at that real quickly. And then yesterday I left off on my portfolio on WadsPay. So we'll see if we can make it through the altcoins, but we'll see if we have time for that. I wanted to get through the Bitcoin stuff and the other news and info that I want to share. And so without further ado, let's do this. Bitcoin consolidation. I mean, just basically sideways, right? Look, in this range, we broke through here, and now it looks like we're taking a little bit of a breather, right, before we maybe make an attempt. Now, my bias is towards the upside. I know, first of all, we're not even near this 61,118, and although that can change it in an instant, right? You could see a red candle like this. We're in probabilities, right? I just don't see it based on everything, okay? Especially based on this whole KuCoin thing, right? So yesterday, KuCoin and its founders hit with criminal charges. The United States Department of Justice has filed criminal charges against crypto exchange KuCoin and two of its founders, Chungan and Ketang. As stated in the indictment, KuCoin and its founders violated the Bank Secrecy Act by failing to maintain an adequate anti-money laundering program. KuCoin and its founders deliberately sought to conceal the fact that substantial numbers of U.S. users were trading in KuCoin's platform, stated U.S. Attorney Damian Williams, adding to that the exchange allegedly chose not to comply with U.S. law. The allegations in the DOJ's indictment also indicated that the exchange activity prevented its U.S. customers from identifying themselves as such and misled investors about its customer base. To ensure user growth, KuCoin advertised itself as an exchange where one can trade without the need to undergo KYC. Thus, KuCoin's failure to maintain the required AML and KYC programs led to it being used as a vehicle to launder large sums of criminal proceeds, says the indictment. Indicted Gan and Tang, who are both citizens of China, are facing up to 10 years in prison. Reading that, honestly, it's like really a big nothing burger. Although I will say that I did take most of my stuff out of KuCoin, and I had KuCoin, and I like KuCoin. Although they are expensive with transactions and moving stuff, especially moving stuff, they charge more than other exchanges. I still like them. I've been using them for a long time, and it sucks that I had to take all this stuff out of KuCoin because what an ordeal. Because I have a portfolio and I had to change the portfolio and stuff. I had to put it. It cost me money to send all that stuff into MetaMask. But hey, I'm a little safer now. All my stuff is pretty much mostly in my MetaMask. I do have a couple exchanges where I have decent money, but I had way more capital in KuCoin, and so I was like, nah, I can't risk that, man. I got to get it out of there. So I did, and that's what I spent time doing that. But I was trying to find the thing here and Twitter, like an on-chain analyst, he's basically comparing the on-chain analysis of KuCoin compared to FTX, and they're nothing alike. Apparently the KuCoins looked a lot more organic, and it seems based on that the on-chain data that KuCoin is solvent. So there's no FTX issue where KuCoin is commingling funds and doing all that and the other. It seems that KuCoin is just pissed off the US for the whole anti-money laundering thing, right? It's obviously money. So I mean, hey, anyways, okay. Sorry, I had to do something real quick, and now I just lost my train of thought. But we'll close it on the whole KuCoin thing. Is what I mentioned at the beginning, guys. Okay, in a bull market, bad news won't bring a market down, and in a bear market, good news won't bring it up. All right, now on to basically the ETF info. Okay, this is really good information, man. 15 HODL, 26. Big day, big green day, all right? And now it's looking like we could be seeing something like this. Guys, eventually it's going to be ebbs and flows. Anyways, okay, so back to this. So I will drop everything just to talk to my little guy. It's important. Being a father is very important, even more important than this. But back to this. So it looks like there could the ebbs and flows of these ETFs could be that we're having a strong week. And guys, eventually there's going to be so much demand and a finite supply. There is going to be some type of supply shock, whatever you want to call it, and it's coming. Believe that it's coming, especially since we're getting close to this Bitcoin halving, where good things happen on the other side of this, guys. All right, and that's why, going back to the chart, my bias is towards the upside. Okay, eventually we're going to break through this. Once we get out of this area, I don't think we drop down too much below this. I don't even think we could test it again, right? But when we do, we're going to bounce, I think, and bounce up here and break. But I don't know if we need to bounce up here and break. Could be enough strength where we could break from these levels eventually and start moving up again, guys. All right, it's just a matter of time, just being patient. All right, and that's essentially how I see it. Now let's take a look at KuCoin. I mean, no, I already did KuCoin. Let's take a look at my top 10. All right, my top 10 right here. Let me just refresh. So my top 10 looks a bit different now. Land is overtaken as the number 2 spot. So my top 10 now is Rio, Land, STBU, Trias, Credi, UBXS, Creo, and I think Sin is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more. Creo, Sin, Tectum, and Nakamoto Games. Those are the top 10 now. Land share has been climbing really, really hard. We're gonna take a look at the chart really quick because that's a really cool chart. Boom, look at that. That's beautiful. Rio has been killing it as well, so it's been holding on to that spot. I think I checked this morning up here at this peak, it was like 23x for me. Land is like 10. All the real world asset plays are just killing it for me right now. My portfolio is getting to it is already in a nice place, but it's getting to closer and closer to where I want it to. It's gonna hit a pretty decent milestone maybe today. All right, so now that's what I wanted to share with you in regards to that. Make a note, guys. Make a note. Eventually, obviously, don't get it now. I mean, although the market caps are still low, but I mean, I would just wait for some type of retracement, some type of consolidation before you get in. But again, just mark and note and see which ones are good. I would be getting into something like this. Trias. I mean, I'm sorry, Sinverse, right? That I mentioned yesterday. Let's see if we do come down here or if we hold here. It'd be interesting to see. If it does come down here, I'm going to buy some more. I'm going to get capital and buy some more for sure, just to lower this average down and I really make a killing after. Again, this is my highest capital allocation play. All right, so now let's go. So last time we finished at WattsPay, I forget what ranking WattsPay is for me, but I think it's like Ori is number 11, I believe. Well, let's take a look here. WattsPay, then FabWelt, Compete, Clintex CTI, Block Square Token, Citus, Leo X, Uno Re, Blink Galaxy. That's the order, and the order that I have it in is in order of value, okay, and how much, not in order of how much money I put in order of value currently. So based on performance, it could go up or it can go down. All right, so those are my below WattsPay. I'll just repeat them again: FabWelt, Compete, Clintex CTI, Block Square, Citus, Leo X, Uno Re, Blink Galaxy, Redodo, Boson Protocol, and that's, although it's performed really well or performing really well, I only have a small amount, so that's another reason. This one is not too performance based. Just like Leo X, it's actually performed well. But I just don't have a lot of capital in it. Ventus Metaverse, I have more capital in it than a bunch of these, and it's down here because it's down. Dynex, I'm starting to accumulate now. I'm accumulating Wico, I'm also accumulating as well, which is a real world WeCoin, which is a real world asset play. And I think that's really more or less where Shrapnel's down there too, but more or less what I wanted to share with you as far as that. And let's take a look at those charts really quickly. Clintex CTI experiencing a drop, volatile, but I'm holding on because they've shown some strength, and I think they could shock people. All right, so it's not a high conviction plan. I wouldn't put more capital in it, but I'm holding on to what I have because it's a good position, and I think it'll shock me. All right, it'll probably go up. Compete, good project. Chart looks pretty good. These are ones that maybe you'd consider throwing some money into. Compete over CTI, in my opinion, because Compete looks like a better project, but these guys don't want to get in on centralized exchanges. They have their way of doing things, and that's good, you know, in some way. But you know, in another way, they compete. Talk about compete. They should listen to the community a little bit more. Citus has started to move up, but now it's dropped down a little bit. Eventually, this is pumped. This is a gaming play. Uno Re, a laggard. I don't know why my trading does that. Anyways, Uno Re, a laggard, right? And after this big pump, it's given away most of it. Let's see if we can hold on to kind of this level we're currently at 4 cents. It's a good project. Fundamentally, it's a good project, man. So I don't know what the deal is there, but hopefully it turns around. I'm keeping the money that I have in here. I'm not selling it. I'm just going to ride what I got. I'll take a look after the Bitcoin halving, what I want to do. Block Square token, not a gaming play, RWA play. 84 cents, 94 cents is the highest it's been, 192%. Okay, so Block Square might be one of interest to take a look at it. Again, it has less, I put less capital in it, but I mean, it doesn't mean that it can't pump, man. It's in a good narrative, and look at the chart. It looks pretty good. It looks very bullish, actually. Leo X. This one, when I was talking to you guys, I like Leo X. I like Leo X. It took me a little while to come around to it, but I like it. And I was talking to you guys a bit around here the last time that I was like, hey, maybe take a look at this right here. And boom, 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 boom. What's this one doing for me? 135% at this little peak right here. Almost 200%, almost 200%, 187. GQ. I'm thinking if it stays like this for 1 or 2 more days, I'm gonna add a little bit of more capital to it. Why not? Just to lower this. Again, one that fundamentally, because it's look at this huge channel, right? It's at the bottom part of the channel below it, and I hope, because there are people that I believe in this project, and my hope is that, you know, the bet will pay off. I don't have huge money in it, but I did put more money into it when I had tiny exposure to it. Now I have a little bit more exposure, so if it pumps up, it will look good. Senate off of this, I almost sold right here. I was like, you know what, because they said the Senate, this is like the governance token of the Citus game, and they said that there's really not much utility to it, and I was like, oh, I almost sold to that FUD, but I didn't, and I held, and I'm glad because I'm up now. I could sell right now, but I'm just gonna hold. Redondo, gambling play, below my average buy price. I'm down. Cool. You can see something where I'm down. I'm not just down on this one. I'm down on a few other projects, but for the most part, my portfolio is up 5x, 513% as of this morning, or actually more now. I have to check to see what it is, but over 500%. So what was I down? 34%. It'll come back. I'm sure it'll do well. Aventus Metaverse, I'm down on this one too. I'm thinking of buying maybe one more, but I'm thinking maybe it could drop down here, and so I don't want to. That would lower it, and I would maybe just do a couple buys here. But I think the project looks pretty good. I think this project could surprise people, and it doesn't take much for a project like this. A couple $100,000 market cap. For me, it's worth it. Boson Protocol, look at that. Looks pretty good. I don't know why I bought this project, to be honest with you. I think the whole metaverse thing and RWA play, I think that was interesting, so that's why. But then I stopped paying attention to it, and I had small money in it. It's up 81%. I almost sold yesterday on the KuCoin thing, but it's actually one of the ones that I hold in KuCoin. Trias is also another one that I hold in KuCoin because of the I can't move it. I don't know what network it's on, but they disabled the BSC chain. So hopefully KuCoin can take care of that, so I can get the Trias that I have there out of there and put into my MetaMask. Anyways, Boson is the other one. I almost sold it, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna ride this up, see if it keeps going up. It's not huge money, but I mean, hey, it could turn into something better if it 10x's, and I'm sure it can. It's in a good narrative, and apparently the team is working pretty hard. And then my two ones that I've been buying lately, LA. I'm also at a loss here. XPNet. So I don't talk about it. Why talk about losers? I'm not trying to put losers in your face. I'm trying to put winners in your face, and ones that I think that are winners. This focused on NFTs, I'm pretty sure, and I'm gonna, if it comes back here, I'm gonna sell and put in something else, or I might just take the loss and take the capital that I have in it and put in other stuff too. I'm thinking about it. Layer AI is the one that I've been accumulating lately. I have a buy order down here because it looks like it's still rejecting here, so it probably comes back down here to around 60 cents, 61 cents. We'll see what happens. Eventually from here, it will move up. And I know I was supposed to do a video on this one and DNX, Dynex, but I haven't yet. It dropped below this line right here, so it'll be interesting. I did make some buys on this line right here at 81 cents, but now let's see how low it goes. It could just go low only at 76 and then come back, or maybe it does something like this at 72. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I still have a few more buys that I would like to make. I don't have too much capital, but I can get capital from selling loser projects and putting it in this, to be honest. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, I think that's, oh, and Weco. I did make a couple of buys on this. It's pumping, and I'm taking a risk because, well, it's kind of how I see it right here. Okay, rejection, only small drop and now up. So now I think maybe this thing could start moving up. We are basically at all-time highs, price discovery. So I do want to add a little bit more. I have bought some and it increased my average buy price to this one. This is updated up to my last buy, but I could stand to do another 5 more buys right around here because, hey, this is only like a $3 million market cap, focused on, I think, Latin America. If I'm not, it's a real world asset play. WeCoin focused on Latin America, and I think, and I'm checking with the in the chat, people are happy, and if the community is happy, that's a very positive thing, and so we'll see what happens here. I might just add a little bit more because it looks like it wants to pump. So. And with that, guys, that's how I leave it. A lot of information for you to process. Hope you guys are really doing well and getting a lot of green. All right. Hopefully, I'm helping and giving you some type of alpha, some type of bringing some type of utility to your lives with the info that I'm giving. That's kind of my objective. All right, guys, if you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow the channel. Greatly appreciate it if you can. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.